Declaration of Brutus F., last name redacted, an exhibit in support of the Flores Agreement. My date of birth is December 8, 1994. My son's name is, name redacted. He is 4 years old and he was born on July 10, 2014. My son and I are from Honduras. We left Honduras because my son's stepdad was part of the Mara 18 gang and I didn't know. He threatened to kill me and my son if I left him. He became physically and emotionally abusive. We presented ourselves at the border about June 15, 2018. When I was apprehended by Border Patrol, I was asked if anyone else was with us. We had walked hours trying to turn ourselves in. We were tired and thirsty. My baby was dehydrated. I begged for water, and although the officer had some, he denied me water. We sat down and waited for another officer to come. He had water and gave us a small cup of water, but it wasn't enough. After about an hour, we were taken to the Hilera. At the Hilera, I was asked questions and processed with fingerprints and pictures. I was not told my rights, not that I had a right to a lawyer or a phone call. They did provide us with juice only to drink and an aluminum blanket, but no food at all. We were put in a small room with about 25 other mothers and children. There was no space to sit or lay. The room had 2 toilet seats with no privacy and no sink. Around the wall, there was like a cement bench where people could sit, but they were full and crowded. The temperature was extremely cold. Children were crying at all times. A lot of children, including mine, were shivering. Human heat was not enough to warm the babies. Hours later, like at 8 or 9 p.m., we were called and transported to the Perera in a minibus with about 10 other people. When we arrived, I had an interview with an immigration officer who asked me questions like, why did I leave my country? I told him why. I also told him that I had an accident where I hit my head that causes me headaches and short-term memory loss. He then screamed at me and told me that I was lying and that he was going to deport me immediately. I started to freak out. I didn't want to go back to my country. I was frightened. I was sent back to my cell where I was given 2 aluminum blankets and 2 mats. There was a lot of crying in there, too. We were not given food. Restrooms were overflowed and smelled terrible. I was there 4 days and couldn't sleep with the cold temperatures. Officers also told us not to sleep profoundly. I once overslept and woke up late to get breakfast and was denied. The officer sent us back and told me to wake up on time next time. Food was provided 3 times a day, usually a nasty sandwich, water, and an apple. My son didn't eat much of it. The little he did eat made him sick. I was not told about my rights or rights to a lawyer or phone call. I asked if I could make a phone call, but was denied. I was not allowed to shower until the day before we came to Dili. I was given a toothbrush, toothpaste, and towel for my son and I. On the 4th day, we were put in a big bus with about 20 other people. It was about 4 hours away. The next day, we arrived at Dili, and we were treated very nicely. We received new clothes, shoes, toothpaste, toothbrush, towels, combs, food, medical exams, and nice comfortable beds. We were allowed a shower and our rights were told to us. I was told I had a right to a lawyer and was provided with a list of many lawyers. We haven't gotten sick here. We are treated well and my son seems comfortable. I just want to leave and feel free. I, Brutus F., swear under penalty of perjury that the above declaration is true and complete to the best of my abilities. This declaration was provided in Spanish, a language in which I am fluent, and was read back to me in Spanish. June 29, 2018.